I may know next to nothing about the Assassin's Creed franchise, but what I do know a lot about is Greek mythology, and I will be relying entirely on that knowledge to get me through this patch. Hello, friends and gamers. So, I have a bunch of reactions to record in like 2.5 hours, but like I don't need to get all of them done. I'm just realizing put off a bunch of reactions, but we're starting with the important ones, which is the reverse 1999 collab patch stuff. So this is, in its essence, a content catch-up. We are going to go through the PV for the Assassin's Creed collaboration, as well as the trailer for Ezio. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. Like I said, I don't have any experience with Assassin's Creed, but I'll explain a little bit in a minute. And then we will do the scroll upwards through the Twitter account and see everything there. We'll have dates for things, usually. That's where we get into the nitty-gritty of it. But we're gonna watch the PV first. We're not watching the garment trailer because the garments are usually in here. As I said, I know next to nothing about the Assassin's Creed franchise. I think, like, I'm pretty sure we are collaborating with 2 different games from the franchise, Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Odyssey being the title that is like in Greece, Greek gods, things like that. So I know about that, and I know that there is Greek mythology in here because the collaboration like pre-event, so like with every reverse 1999 patch they do for like the week before leading up to the new patch, they do a little login event that gives you clear drops and it's like themed around the upcoming patch. So we have that one going on right now, and I logged in yesterday, and day 2 is something about Zeus, and I was like, oh yeah, I know that. Hate that guy. I say that lovingly. Do not smite me down. If you know nothing about Greek mythology, that probably makes no sense, but just look up Zeus for like 5 minutes and you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't even need to be specific about why Zeus is bad, but that's the whole point of the Greek gods, that they're not good people. But Zeus is just like particular. Why are we talking about Zeus? I don't know. I could go on a whole like 20-minute rant about Zeus. Anyways, this is the collab patch. I don't know if we actually have like a number for this patch because we are getting this the same time as the Chinese server. We are actually a couple patches behind. I believe we're 6 months behind the Chinese server. I have no idea where the Assassin's Creed patch is going to put us because we are getting it the same time as them. So I don't think this patch has a number. It's just the Assassin's Creed patch, I guess. So we are going to take a look at it. And if I think we're also going to play or nay this. So play or nay is something I do with my indie games particularly, where I play for an hour, usually. Sometimes it's like a demo situation, so it's only like 20 minutes, but I play for some amount of time. And by the end of that, I give the game either a play or a nay. Nay being, I'm not playing any more of this, put it back in the backlog to not get to, like it goes into the game dungeon. Or play means I have a year to, at the very least, record one more video if that's what I want to do. If I want to finish the game, then obviously I have to finish the game. But if I don't do it in a year, I have to do some sort of punishment. I think I want to play or nay this, that if I like the collaboration and the stuff for the collaboration, some of the characters, etc., there's two games where play or nay, and I think it's the 2 Assassin's Creed games that are related to this. I think you can kind of figure that out. So they're also, I think I want to add the most recent one into it, because I remember there was like discourse when the new one came out, and the Assassin's Creed social media account was really funny relating to the discourse. So I kind of want to add that, like a secret third thing. If I give the second and Odyssey a play, I'm gonna put the most new one in there because it was people would be really funny about it. And like usually I'm like, oh, it's a brand social media account. What is the brand social media account doing? But like the Assassin's Creed social media account, they got jokes. So I think this is gonna be a fun time, but we're gonna get into it. Before we do that though, I do have to note, while this particular video is not sponsored, I am a partner creator with Reverse 1999 and will be receiving compensation for this video. So let's get into it. I'm very excited, especially because I know it's like Greek mythology adjacent, and that just excites me. I love when I can yap about mythology, and Greek mythology is one of the ones I know the most about. So this should be fun. Do we have subs? Hold on. I don't think we do. Nope, it's just auto-generated. We don't.
Soon, signore.
I think this is more related to this part. I don't know how they're going to connect them.
This fever.
Because this seems more like Italy,
Stop whining and get to work.
which would be Rome. So that I guess that's how you would connect that. I always forget.
All right.
I always forget Rome is part of Italy. This is like just something I keep doing because I think a book I just started reading also takes place in Italy, and I was like, but they're like mentioning Rome stuff. I'm like, oh, because Greek mythology is very close to Roman mythology. Something I say all the time is that Roman mythology is just Greek mythology with the labels scratched off, and vice versa sometimes. But like, I think technically, like, Greek mythology did like recorded it. It was recorded in Greece first, I think. So that's why it's kind of like, oh, the Greeks did it first. But like, it's really the same thing, just different names. I think like Apollo is the same in both languages. I don't remember. Like, some things are the same, but other things are different. But I particularly like the pre-event said Zeus, so I know there's Greek mythology, and the Odyssey is Greek mythology. That was a really clean. Why is this so funny? I was like, that looks like an apple. That's a really clean apple. Cut to apple. But Regulus is here. I love Regulus. I love when Regulus is an event. I love when Regulus is in an event. It's so fun. Ooh.
It's a talking one.
Yeah, no, Apple talks.
Could only be an offering to the gods.
Yeah, that's the Greek mythology part. It's so funny to see like the traditionally dressed character with Veritin who didn't get a fun new outfit. I think we should have given Veritin a fun new outfit. She didn't have to wear a skirt. She could still wear pants. And this is the character I'm interested in of the collab characters. So I'm like, oh, that's... Talk about 3D rendering.
I know this armor.
Ooh. I'm intrigued. Which, the point of it, like, if a collaboration is a good collaboration... If a collaboration is a good collaboration, it'll make you want to play both games. So I feel like that's also what we're like, trying to pay attention to here.
The key to the secret.
And I'm wanting to... This is getting me a little bit. I don't know. I'm curious how they'll connect both games, though. Because I don't know where Assassin's Creed 2 takes place. Apple! Wait, so in one of the games, is it like the premise of it is this talking apple? And Reverse 1999 has a talking apple. So Apple gets roped up into this accident. Because it sounds like a story that would be in mythology, like this talking apple for the gods. Oh, maybe you are cool. Yeah, it's Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I know Odyssey is the Greek mythology one because it is inspired by the Odyssey. Isn't it Homer? Homer did the Odyssey? Because Homer did the Odyssey and the Iliad, right? Hold on, we gotta look it up. It's a... If you look up the Odyssey, the 2026 film is the first thing that comes up. I don't care about that right now. I will care about it in 2026. But yeah, it's Homer. I haven't read, I have read the Odyssey and the Iliad, but it's been a long time. Like, I read them in high school. I enjoyed them, but it's been a very long time. So I think I might have to revisit I wanted to revisit the Odyssey before the movie release next year, but I think I might revisit the Odyssey because that's something I can do faster than play through a whole Assassin's Creed game, especially because I'd want to play the Assassin's Creed games on camera. The Odyssey, I can read in my own time. So I might actually do that. I don't think it's that long either. Like, it's long, but you can like pick out parts. I think I have it on audio too, or like can rent it on audio or something, so like that's not a big deal. It's also a classic, so it's quite easy to find like for free at your local library or like dirt cheap at a bookstore. I just opened it on Goodreads because I want to see how long it is. 541 pages, and it's told in verse, which is like poetry, so that's not that bad. Verse is poetry, I believe. Yeah, it's poetry. Hi, I'm a book reader as well. I might try to speed read the Odyssey this weekend because it's Saturday when I'm recording this. So I might try to speed read the Odyssey. Just because that's something I can do very quickly and I would do it off camera. Is that Sotheby? Ooh. Falling with style. The characters are really cool as well. Like the collab characters. They did a really good job. All right. New summonable collaboration characters. I did pull for Kiparina, so I don't know if I'm going to end up pulling for the collab characters, but we'll see. Ezio, this is the first one we're getting. I love her. Cassandra. She, I think, is the one from the Greek mythology one, because like Cassandra is a Greek myth, and like that's a figure in Greek mythology in and of itself, I think. And then who are you? Because I know we're getting one for free. Ooh, bird. Another Birdman. I love Birdman characters. Oh, another Birdman. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, this is cool. Okay. So it's the two of them are our summonable characters. I thought there was a third character. I'm assuming then this is our event. Yes. Apple. I can't read. These letters are hard to read. La Primavera di Firenze, I think maybe? I have no idea. I struggle with languages sometimes. Ooh, that's a really nice outfit. That's okay. 6-star character on Ezio. His insight outfit is sickening. The insight got me. It's really nice. So I think he was speaking Italian, and the name I think was also Italian. So is that the mini game mode? Okay, interesting. I'm so used to double speed that I'm like, they put a lot of effort into these collaboration characters. Even like this like double weapon thing. Like, I can't wait to do a kit review because that's gonna be a fun kit review. No, that's gonna be fun. So this is also the event interface goes insane as well. It reminds me a lot, and I am gonna bring up another gacha game here. It reminds me a lot of the Punishing Raven collaboration with Nier Automata a couple of years ago. That so much effort was put into that collaboration, and it is to this day one of my favorite gacha game collaborations in existence. I think it was done extremely well. The characters were good. The interface was insane. The event itself was really good, and it matched with Nier Automata. It to this day was one of my favorite gacha game collaborations in existence, and I do think that the amount of effort put into that is like, I'm seeing a lot of the same amounts of effort put into this collaboration, which makes me really excited. So it does look like we will be getting two different, or these are the character stories. I think these are the character story events, which these are limited, but the main event for this patch, there is a good chance it will come back and become permanent content, but because it is a collaboration and the rights for the IP will expire, I'm not sure if it will come back. So we will be doing the collaboration event as it's like a thing in game, because I don't think it's going to be rerun or anything like that. But we have Drama in Athens as the character story event, I'm assuming, for Cassandra. Ooh, oh my gosh, was that her insight? 6-star mineral. Ooh, that hits. That really hits. Cassandra of Sparta. I wonder if that is a reference. Like, is it a reference to like actual Cassandra in mythology? I don't know. Because it's like, it doesn't sound like the same story. Although these characters go crazy. Exclusive ability system. These characters actually go crazy. I do like her animations. Ooh. The silhouette is really cool. Okay, so there is a third one. Alexios. Okay. He's the free one. They just didn't put him with the summonables. Okay, so he's only 5-star beast. It's always beast characters. Actually, you know what? I do kind of need some more beast characters, I feel like, at this point. I only had beast characters for a while, but I feel like I could probably use some more. He's free, though. We get him for free. I knew there was a free character, but I didn't know who it was. He's really pretty, though. So he's in relation, because I believe that he's also part of Odyssey, because of, well, we're still talking about Drama in Athens, but also I believe his name was still there written in Greek. So context clues, yay. Context clues. Those have to be the like character stories, I think. How did that say? I can't read that fast. Soaring over Mount Olympus. It seems like they're leaning more into Odyssey, but they still are doing something with Assassin's Creed 2. Unsure. This is something we'll figure out when we do like the scroll. Apple does get an outfit. So we have an outfit for Hisabeth, Marcus, Vila, and Apple. I have all of these characters, by the way. So if I don't spend on, I might not spend on banners to pull, but there's a really good chance we will be spending on outfits. Because these are beautiful. And I have all three of these characters. I just got Hisabeth. I might not get Marcus's outfit, even though I think she's adorable, just because I don't use my Marcus as much. But Vila and Hisabeth, I want to use my Hisabeth more, but I don't know. We'll see. I think it depends on the cost of the outfits, so we'll have to see. Obviously, Apple's outfit is free. The Fruit of Wisdom. That's really funny. If that's how they're shoehorning in the Apple thing, that's really funny. But also, it makes sense. Like, it is a element of a collaboration that's like, hey, you have a talking apple, we need a talking apple. Boom. It just works. So then Marcus's outfit is called To the Gates of the Underworld. Oh yeah, I might buy it. I might buy it now. Just because hers is yeah, oh my god, you can even see like Cerberus right here in the art. That's really cool. Okay, yeah, I might buy hers just because I enjoy underworld narratives. One of my favorite indie games and favorite games in general to this day is Hades game. So yeah. Yeah. I also just think this outfit is so pretty. I know there's been like discourse around it and people are being weird about it, but I think it fits her. I think it's like age appropriate. I think it's fine. People are just being weird about it. Anyways, here's Hisabeth. So she is Serpentine Primavera. Again, I like, she should have an outfit because like there's the whole Medusa thing. Like she should have an outfit, even if it's not related to Medusa. I think it makes sense that Hisabeth has an outfit because it's literally Medusa is literally brought up in her character story, I'm pretty sure. Like, it makes sense that she has one. She has snakes in her hair. She, again, so pretty, so cute. I love it. Are they all advanced? Oh my god, wait, the line she said, I could use another statue for my collection, but not you guys. That's so cute. So it is a Medusa reference. Okay, because the whole thing with Medusa, I'm pretty sure this is common knowledge. I also want to talk about the animation here. It's common knowledge, the Medusa myth, though. She can turn you to stone by looking at you with the snakes in her hair. Yeah, it's a whole thing. But they kept the live Hisabeth reaction cam, which is so funny. They just made it like Grecian. Grecian, is that how you say Greek things? Wait, they did really good collaboration characters because they made all of them related to like myths, I believe. I believe Vila is supposed to be a siren, which is really cool. Daughter of the Wine Dark Sea. That's so, I'm definitely buying Vilas for sure. They're all advanced garments, which I think is awesome that we have these like really cool garments, but Vilas is so pretty. I love the purple. Yeah, she's a siren because she's singing. Yeah, that's really, oh, in the ship. Okay, I think that is actually technically a reference to, I think the Iliad is where the ship, maybe that's in the Odyssey. I'm mixing up my Homer. This is why I want to reread the Odyssey before doing this. Anyways, what's our tarot card garment? Ooh, that's Eternity, right? Yeah, Eternity. What is it called? The Golden what? Golden Nurturer. Okay. I don't know what this is supposed to be, like what tarot card this is supposed to be. Priest, High Priestess maybe? Because I see 2 S's. Or just the Priestess. Anyways, more collab bonuses. We have Roaring Blessings. Okay. Wait, is that the free login daily to claim clear drop? That's just a login, like a daily login for 30 days. When does that start? The 7th. Okay, so it starts at the beginning of the patch. So I guess we're having this patch for a month, I guess? Banner bonuses. The first 100 summons give an extra 6-star collab character. And then every 60 summons after, you get an extra... Huh? Separate reward does not impact original summon rates or guarantee mechanics. Bonus type depends on the banner of your summon. Interesting. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. So then we have the... What is this, like our Decatone boxes? There's so much. Yeah, 10 summons, temple for free. This is like a one-time login thing. You just have to, I think, log in before the end of the patch, it seems like. And then we also have another one that's halfway through. What is the end date on that one? 9/19. So if you log in like on September 10th, you get both boxes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you log in like September 10th, you'll get both boxes. Have fun speedrunning your content. We also have the signer rewards. Interesting. The first one, because they split it in halves. The first one is called Dusk in Florence, and that one is from August 7th to the 28th, which is the first half of the patch. And then the second half of the patch is called When Dionysus Chants, which that's Greek mythology from the 28th till September 19th, which is the end of the patch. So interesting. You log in anytime to get Alexios, and then what do we have? Stage Beyond Silence. What is? I keep thinking I don't have to pause, but I have to pause. Free portrait, free collectible, and unilogs. Okay, new gameplay. Main's Bolton, every time. Eagle Vision Edition, they made it fancy. Reveries in the Rain, every time. It's endgame. What an interesting boss that is, though. Euphoria upgrades for Marcus, Eternity, and Vila, who are the characters with the new outfits as well. So, Haunted Highways getting I just finished my Route 77 patch content. I just finished getting all of it up. So if you're curious about that, this is going limited time re-release. And then after that, it will become permanent content as of the next patch. You just have to spend a little bit of currency to unlock it, but it will become permanent content after that. And actually, we might actually do it with the re-release because I never finished Haunted Highway. The very last stage, I didn't have characters built up enough to finish it out. So we might actually do a video where we just finish out the last stage. Like that's the whole video. Because I did say we would do that, so we're gonna do that. We have new Miracle Mart stuff, which we will actually take a closer look at when we get to the actual like patch. Double analysis for Numa, that makes sense. Message on the Roaring Wind. Receive faxes from afar to uncover hidden truth. Is this our pre-event? This might be our pre-event going into the next patch because this is what this looks like. But we'll see. Memories of Florence is our new wilderness pack. That is the one related to Assassin's Creed 2. I'm curious if we'll have one for Odyssey or just the one. Nope, it's just the one. Okay, so we don't have extra stuff for Odyssey, which I think would make sense because I believe there's a story chapter in Reverse that actually takes place in Greece. So I don't think we would need another one. Just use that and pretend. But that is the new stuff. We're gonna watch the trailer for Ezio really quickly because this took me 24 minutes to get through. To be fair, we did stop a bunch for that one just because I have to stop and talk about it. And then we'll probably like speed run the scroll because I don't want to be here for like an hour and a half talking about everything.
Must be a mistake, sir.
Ooh.
The apple.
The apple.
Fortune.
Oh no, that's just Mr. Apple. Who? Shooters for Apple.
Thank you, signor.
He's really cool. Oh, there's another one. Oh, he knows. So he doesn't need to look out. He knows there's another one there, but... Oh, maybe he doesn't. He just got stabbed. Well, he can't die. Oh. So it's a time thing.
danger, Mr. Ezio.
The voice is so, like, if that's the actual character voice in the OG game, we have to play. Because I at the end of the day, I'm a voice person. So if a character has a really good voice, I'm sold. I might be sold.
Never missed a target, have you?
I really like it.
Your collaborators are hereby sentenced.
Oh wait, this style. I had to like think for a second. I also think I have to censor part of that, but that's fine. Historically, it's accurate.
I'm still here. Me, Ezio. Ezio out in
Okay. So he's getting angry. Oh, who gave him the brass knuckles? So he just has like every weapon. I love this like painterly style as well. That's really cool. We're gonna have to learn Italian real quick here, it seems like. Which everything I've heard about Assassin's Creed is that that's pretty much the standard, is that they do... Again, it makes sense to do a collab with Reverse 1999 of all the gacha games. Everything I've heard about the Assassin's Creed franchise is that if it takes place in a certain place, it's going to be very, like, true to that place. Like, they are doing their research. And Reverse 1999 of all the gacha games, I feel like does that the best. They're doing their research and, like, having the different languages and things. So... that all makes like a lot of sense. Like the two games work really well together, it feels like. So this collaboration makes sense, as well as being done well, because if any gacha game was going to do it well, it would have been a game like Reverse. Not saying that I think other gacha games couldn't do the collaboration well, but I think Reverse does a particularly very good job with it, just because of how they handle things within their own game. And it shows even in the trailers. With the amount of Italian Ezio is speaking, like, you can tell.
Skilled assassin this apple has ever seen, Mr. Ezio.
This is also a really nice outfit. I think that's just his normal outfit, though. The horrors. He's been through the horrors. Wow. The style is also so good.
Not the kind of story that anyone would want to go through.
The horrors! This looks really... Also, I've not played Assassin's Creed, but obviously I've seen like gameplay over the years because it's kind of like an iconic game, and this setting looks familiar in and of itself, which is really cool. Like, that's really insane that they were able to do that. Okay, time for scroll. So the scroll is exactly what it... Let me zoom in a little bit. Hold on. Okay, the scroll is exactly what it sounds like. We go to when they started posting about the collab patch and look at everything and like pick it apart, kind of like we did with the trailer. Hopefully in less than half an hour, because these videos usually take me like an hour to get through, but they're good for all of us. I just had to figure out when they started. So like when they tweeted about the special program, because we didn't watch this. Okay, probably somewhere around here, because this is 2.7. All right, here's the special program, and Assassin's Creed. See, the Assassin's Creed social media. They got some good interns over there. Assassin's Creed Shadows. That was the secret third option that I thought of earlier. Yeah, that one, I think if I like the collaboration, I say play 2 and Odyssey, then we're also gonna throw Shadows in there, because that was they got some jokes. And I wanted to play it back then, but I never got to it. Okay, so there's the thing. When is this code available? 28th. You can't input this code anymore. Never mind. I don't think I ever even put it in either. Okay, collab characters. We have Ezio, we have Cassandra, and we have Alexios. So is this content overview time? Okay, this is the part where we get to go over everything and dates and everything. Roaring Blessing, which is, okay, this is what I thought it was. Because I knew I'd heard whisperings of getting a free, not like a free, I thought it was a free battle pass, but it is a free subscription, which I don't even know what that is. But yeah, we extra rewards if you log in for 30 days. So I'm gonna have to like set a timer so I remember to log in for 30 days, because sometimes I forget. Although there is a little bit of a buffer, because it starts on the 7th and goes until September 19th. So you have a little bit of a buffer. You have like an extra couple days in there if you forget to log in one day. Because I do that sometimes, especially like when we flip patches, or like go from half one to the second half. I forget to log in for a couple days because I'm like, oh, I have to do the patch video, and then I take a little bit to do the patch video. So yeah. The collaboration summon extra prizes. This is what's confusing me a little bit. So for each banner, the first 100 summons get an extra 6-star collaboration character. And then every 60 summons after get an extra 6-star collaboration character. So you first have to, I think, do the 100 to get the 60. Yeah, I don't think it rolls over to, like, if you do that for profit guided by time, I don't think it rolls over to Wine Dark Reflections. I think you have to do another 100 when it switches. That's what makes the most sense in my brain based on what it said in the teaser. I'm not sure. We'll have to take a look at that on the actual patch day. Then we have Looking Above the Dome, which is our Unilog boxes, or just I think one. Oh, okay. So it's for a free 10 summons on each banner. Looking Above the Dome is available starting the 7th and goes until September 19th. So it is available the full patch. So are both banners available the whole patch? Yes. Okay. Not entirely. So A Prophet Guided by Time, which is Ezio's banner, is going to be available for the entirety of the patch. And then Wine Dark Reflections of the Eagle, which is Cassandra, is going to only be available for the second half of the patch. Reverse has done this before. I'm interested in why they're doing it. Maybe because it seems like there's more event content related to Odyssey. So maybe they made the 2 collaboration character like available long. I don't know, something like that. So Looking Above the Dome, you can get this logging in anytime during the patch, and it's a free 10 pull on Ezio's banner specifically. Beginning the Epic is the same exact thing for Cassandra's banner only. So this will be available starting the second half of the patch because that's when Cassandra's available. You can only use it on their banners. So you get a free 10 pull at the very least. We then have the collaboration sign-in reward. So this is another 20 unilogs throughout the patch. You have to log in 10 times in the first half, 10 times in the second half. So Dusk and Florence, like we said, that goes until the 28th. That is for the first half, and then Dionysus Chance is for the second half starting on the 28th. Log in at any time during the second half of the patch. This is second half only for free Alexios. If you are a new player to the game, you do have to have finished a good portion of the first chapter. So if you are an Assassin's Creed fan joining us now, hello, welcome. Reverse 99 is a very good game. You'll like it. But I would recommend finishing chapter 1 before the patch happens, because it looks like to get most of these rewards, you do have to have finished most of chapter 1. That's what this first 16 is. That is chapter 1 of the story. So please do chapter 1. You'll have a great time. The logins here, you only need to have done part 1 of chapter 1. So like you have time, but chapter 1 is a good time. You'll have fun. You might cry a little bit, but you'll have fun. Promise. Don't get too attached to Schneider. I'll tell you that. Save yourselves. I got too attached. Save yourselves. But yeah, usually I don't point those sort of things out because it's like, oh, we've all played chapter 1, it's fine. But there is going to be new players joining the game with this patch. That's just how it works. So I'm assuming then this is our event, or Stage Beyond Sunlight would be our event. Okay, so this is available the entire patch, and this feature includes multiple activities and various contents. So activity 1 is data collection, which is available from the 7th of August to the 19th of September, so the entirety of the patch. And during this event, you help X collect data to complete collection points, receive rewards based on the amount collected. I knew X was involved somehow, but I didn't know how, so this must be how. X is another Reverse 1999 character if you are new here. He's a little menace, but we love him. Activity 2 is then Firenze Contracts. This is related to 2 because that is Italian. This is available only for the first half of the patch from August 7th to the 28th. With this event, you rise as shadows with blades, thirsting for the freedom of all, assign assassins and their weapons strategically to complete tasks efficiently. So that is specifically related to 2. I don't know if these are character story events or what, but we'll see. Activity 3 then is just collaboration rewards. This is available from the 9th of August to the 19th of September. So the entirety of the patch is just about, but not technically because it's on day 3. So it's like 2 days into the patch as they open it. But on day 3 of the collaboration version, claim Unilog ×3 via the Stage Beyond Sunlight page. Weird timing, but that's fine. I might wait till day 3 of the patch to do my patch video, quite frankly, then. We'll see, because also if I will try to do it day of, but if I'm like a couple of days late, I will, if I miss a day, I'm just probably going to go in on day 3 and do it that way so we can all see it. Activity 4 then is called Messengers No Messing With Me. This starts on August 21st and goes until September 4th, so it's not available the full duration of the patch or really with any half patch. It's just kind of there. So with this event, tracking, chasing, and catching, not one coin, I mean not one target will escape me. Choose a way to hunt the messenger down and claim surprise rewards. Okay, so then our main rewards are going to be those unilogs, as well as a collectible, the Assassin Observation Result, and Alexios' Artifices. There's a portrait as well. And it does say that the collectible and the portrait are collaboration exclusive, and they will be permanently removed after the event ends with no other way to obtain them again. So those will not be going into Miracle Market or anything. So if you want them, you got to get them, which is why we are going to do this the time it's available and not wait for a rerun or permanent content thing, because that kind of confirms it. This is not going to become permanent content in game. You have to do this during the patch it's available for, so we will be doing it for the patch it's available for. We then have the collaboration story. So these are the stories. So the main event is the Stage Beyond Sunlight, and then this is the story. So the first one being the one for Ezio. This one goes for the entire duration of the patch, but not really. The shop is available for the entire duration of the patch, but the event itself, you will not be able to play past the 15th. This is a general thing that Reverse does. Into the Shadows then is something that you can unlock after doing stage 12 of Ezio's character story, and that is available until the 15th of September. Once the mode is open, you can explore Florence, Venice, and Monteriggioni to gather stories, resolve conflicts, and complete assassination tasks in Florence and Venice to earn currency. Each task allows you to select suitable characters with unique ability. We saw this in the trailer, actually. This makes sense now. Unique ability traits and special skills. By switching guild tokens, they can change their occupations and acquire new abilities. The currency can be used to renovate the villa in Monteriggioni, complete the renovation to unlock items and enhance their effects, and you can get Psycube stuff and everything from that, but you do have to do the entire character story first. So you probably want to do that character story early, like sooner rather than later. That's all for part 1. That took like 10 minutes, by the way. So then we have, it brought me back to part 1 for some reason. Part 2. The database then goes for the entirety of the patch, and you can view collected character info, geographical info, and cultural info here. I think that's actually really cool, and I probably will geek out over that a little bit, but I think that's really cool that they have that there, especially because it is a collaboration patch. Not everyone's gonna know the lore. Like, I am kind of like running off of, I know that we're in Italy for one, and I know about Greek mythology, so I'm kind of running off that. But I think this is really cool. And again, one of those reasons why Reverse was like a particularly good gacha game to do this collaboration, because both games do their research. And so they're like, here's our research for you as well. We know Reverse players read most of the content. So like, here you go. Because that's the whole thing with other gacha games, is that people, like, their story skippers are very rampant in a lot of gacha games. And I feel like I see the least amount of story skippers in a game like Reverse 1999, just because it is like visual novel based. So it's like, if you're story skipping, what are you doing? It's like picking up a book and then just like skimming through the pages and like saying you read the book. Like, you didn't actually read the book, you know? So again, another reason that feels like a good thing. Brotherhood's checklist then is just like, it's a checklist type event. So it's available the entirety of the patch, but not really, because it ends in the 15th. And you get stuff. So if you do certain tasks, you get stuff. It's a checklist. Claudia's exchange then is open for the entire duration of the patch. That's how Reverse events usually work. If you're new here, is that the main flagship event will be available a couple of days, like up until a couple of days before the end of the patch, and then the shop will be open the whole time. So you have a little bit of extra time to get your stuff. But Claudia's exchange is the event shop, and there is going to be a 6-star Psycube as the bell tolls in there. We have Unilogs. We have part of the new Wilderness Islands, and then everything else seems to be just about the same. These vision blocks, though, are used to exchange for removed buildings or archipelagos in Wilderness Shop, which is interesting. That might be a new thing. And then the Psycube, as the bell tolls, is a collaboration exclusive Psycube as well. It will be permanently removed after the event ends, with no other way to obtain it again. I do appreciate that they're being very clear with this stuff, because there's other, like, to bring up another gacha game in particular, the Fate collab in Star Rail, we have no idea when it's ending. Like, we have no idea if things are going to be available again. Like, what's going on? So, like, I like that they're being very clear here, because it's a little bit annoying when games aren't. So then we have Drama in Athens, which is our collab story, character story for Cassandra. What is it? Like, we have actually like a full paragraph of text here. What does this say? Welcome to the Dionysia. It's a time when the flower of democracy blooms in full glory across the polis. To lose yourself in song and wine, that is only human nature. Drink responsibly, though. Drink responsibly. The Greek gods are not perfect. This is fully about Dionysus, and his whole thing is like drinking. It's one of them. Be careful. Don't do what Dionysus did. It's not safe. Anyways, as Icaros soars past the Acropolis, an eagle bearer accepts an unusual commission. Bloodlines and schemes intertwine here, where the spear of Leonidas shall once again clash with the sword of Damocles. I'm obsessed. Okay. I've actually not seen Damocles spelled like that, though, with the K, but that makes sense. Greek mythology words sometimes are spelled differently, and it's the same word. So this is Cassandra's event. There's 2 different areas. It's like just the character story events in general. I've not seen this much effort put into a character story event since, like, I don't even know who the last one I would compare it to is. Like, I can't think off the top of my head, but like this is a lot of effort for a character story event this one's only available for half the patch as well. So you have the first area, the Acropolis of Athens, or areas, is the Acropolis of Athens, Kefalonia, and then the Temple of Apollo. I brought up Apollo earlier. This will be available from the 28th of August to the 19th of September, so that is available for the whole second half of the patch. But the Acropolis of Sparta and Olympia will only be available starting September 4th to the 19th. So I'm thinking we'll have at least 2 videos for this collaboration story, but I am gonna have to probably record them either after September 4th or like split it quite heavily. So I might just do it after September 4th. I think I would recommend probably if you want to do the whole thing all at once, just do it after September 4th. The reward exchange is available the entire second half of the patch. And then during the event, you will investigate the Acropolis of Athens with Cassandra. Along the way, you must defeat enemies and gather information through a series of tasks to foil the Cult of Cosmos's plot. All right, we have a cult narrative. I say this all the time. IRL cults? Bad. Don't like them. But a cult in a video game or a story in general can be a really fun narrative mechanic. I like cult stories, but fictional cults. Anyways, we are exploring the map and defeating enemies to obtain gear, equip the gear for your team members. Again, it's like a whole game within a game. When enough pieces of the same set are equipped, you'll activate a set bonus effect. Literally a game within a game. This is artifacts, relics, baby. You will also encounter conquest battles where you must defeat multiple waves of enemies to decrease their morale. That sounds fitting. The battle ends when either side's morale drops to 0. In the mythical world of ancient Greece, which I'm assuming is second half Olympia, you'll also encounter mythical creatures. Defeat them to win recognition of Artemis. All right, that makes sense. Artemis being the goddess of the hunt, I believe, as well as sometimes the moon. No. Wait, yes. What is Artemis the goddess of? I gotta look this up because I feel like I'm confusing her with Athena, but I don't think I am. Yeah, the hunt. Okay, so what is Athena the goddess of? I'm sorry, Athena, I love you. Wisdom and strategic warfare. All right, that makes more sense. Also, I apologize if you could hear my phone charms dangling around. I didn't realize how close my phone was to my mic until I like moved it away. But yeah, that makes sense that we would be running the recognition of Artemis. After the Dionysia, Cassandra will continue tracking cultist activities across new regions, help her uncover these hidden members and eliminate the threat for good. This sounds really fun. But by doing this collaboration story, this is how we get the garment for Apple, as well as, so Apple's like more involved here probably, as well as another 6-star site cube in Epic's End that I'm assuming is the best in slot for Cassandra. There's a portrait, adventure with Icaros, and then the usual stuff. So Fruit of Wisdom garment, Epic's End side cube, and Icaros portrait are all collaboration exclusive. They will be permanently removed after the event ends with no other way to obtain them. I'm gonna keep reading off all of those, so we have to get them during this patch. Thank you. Mains Bulletin is usually more end game of content adjacent. You can do it, but I don't think I've ever finished Mains Bulletin. This will be available on the 9th, so a couple days into the patch, up until September 19th. If you're rocking with it, you're rocking with it. True endgame, though, is Reveries in the Rain. There's the dates here. What do we got? Operatic Reflection will be August 11th, and then with the new challenge. Ashen Beast is after the 25th of August with the new challenge, and then Mountain Ghost is the 8th of September, so right at the tail end of the patch there, and that also has a new challenge. Voyages of Volatility also is number 21 will be August 11th till the 25th. Number 22 is the 25th to September 8th, and then 23 will be September 8th to the 22nd. So it overlaps the end of the patch. That's if you're curious about endgame dates. Euphoria enhancements for Marcus Eternity and Vila, and then Euphoria and Lucidity. I think this is just, we get free growth materials. Yeah. Re-release for Haunted Highway. This is a very fun event. If you are a new player, it might be hard to finish Highway because the very last stage is kind of a little tricky. At least I struggled with it, but I would recommend checking it out at the very least. This will run from September 6th to the 19th technically, but the event stage will end on the 16th, and the shop goes the entire duration of that. It's very fun, and I recommend it. Haunted Highway is very fun. All right, part 3. We have Numa analysis for September 1st to the 11th. Greetings from the Suitcase is available the whole patch. This just gives you clear drops when you log in, essentially. A message on the Roaring Wind. This is the pre-event for the next patch, which will, I think, technically be 2.8. I think we are going back to standard fare of reverse 1999 events after, but I don't know what's in 2.8, so I can't tell you for sure. So with this one, it goes from September 12th to the 19th. It literally is just a login event that you get little clear drops and things. Yeah, 400 clear drops for Cosmic candies and growth materials if you log in every day. It's related to the next patch, so we're not going to really linger on it. Then we have our banners. They took this long to give us banners. So the Ezio banner is the 7th to the 19th of September, with the 6-star character on this banner being Ezio, a star character, as well as our 5 stars, which is this is an assortment, and I like this assortment, which is unfortunate. 5 stars are Tenant, 5-star beast character, and August, a 5-star plant character. If you're new here, Tenant is a shielder sub DPS type character. August is a healer, and August is my son, and I love Tenant so much. I love her so much. So just know the 5 stars on this banner for Ezio are really good. If you're curious about that, if you're new here. But yeah, so this banner is a collaboration banner and does not share guarantees with any other summoning event, so you are starting fresh at 0 pity. As well as Ezio himself is a collaboration character and will be exclusive to the Assassin's Creed collaboration. After the event ends, there will be no other way to obtain Ezio for the time being. So they might rerun the event, but it seems like everything considered, they will not be running the Assassin's Creed event. After the event, the guaranteed count for Ezio's banner will be cleared and will not carry over to other events. This is something Reverse has done in the past with the limited banners. And then when you summon with this banner 100, 160, 220, or 280 times, you can claim 1 Ezio, respectively, with up to 4 in total. So you are guaranteed a certain amount if you're like really going in there. But 280 pulls, it's expensive, and spend responsibly, thank you. Second F, Wine Dark Reflections of the Eagle is for Cassandra. This is the 28th of August to the 19th, like we said. The 6-star being 6-star mineral character Cassandra, and then the 5 stars on this banner arguably aren't as good as the ones on Ezio, are 5-star mineral character Balloon Party and 5-star star character Blondie. I really like Blondie, but she doesn't do much. Balloon Party is also my daughter, and I will protect Balloon Party with everything because she actually also is considered a healer, I believe. So same deal here. The pity does not carry over. You're starting at 0, which is actually a question I had related to pity. So these banners do not share pity, even though they are both collaboration banners. No other way to obtain Cassandra after the event ends. Your pity from this banner will not carry over to other banners, which I like that they're very clear about this because Star Rail was not with the Fate banners. Same deal here. If you pull enough times, you can get a free copy of Cassandra up to 4 times. We have Ripples in the Water, another sort of like rerun banner thing starting on August 7th. So this is available the entirety of the patch. And the group of characters this time around is Marcus, Eternity, Vila, Pickles, Jessica, and Melania. I don't think I'd recommend pulling Ripples in the Water at all during this patch, just pulling the collaboration banners, quite frankly. If we're talking about pull plans, I don't think I'd recommend, unless you're like waiting to get another copy of one of these characters, then maybe do it. Because also the first 10 summons, you only have to spend 7 unilogs for, so maybe do like 1 temple. But this is standard. Pity doesn't carry over, it's a whole thing. Roar Jukebox rewards include the Garment for Eternity. I don't love this tarot card garment. I will say that. I think this is my least favorite so far, and I don't use my Eternity, so I probably will not be grabbing this one. But this is available until the 15th of September, and it's huge. You get level 10, you get the outfit. Soaring Over Mount Olympus then is our new garment collection. This has the garments for Vila, Hisabeth, and Marcus. And if you want the apple garment, you do have to play the event for it. You can't just buy it. But Soaring Over Mount Olympus is a collaboration exclusive series. It will be permanently removed after the event ends with no other way to obtain it again. So quite frankly, I'll probably buy all 3 of the girlies outfits just because I do want them. And even if I don't really use my Marcus right now, hers is possibly one of my favorites. So I can't even give a favorite because I love all of them. So I probably will just end up buying all of them, which is why I probably won't spend money pulling, but I'm going to get the garments instead. Memories of Florence is then our new wilderness pack. This is available to buy the entirety of the patch, and parts of it will be available in one of the events as well. I don't remember which one. Then I think part 4 of the overview is just this is new packs and shop stuff. So this is all related to the shop. We're not going to go over everything, but it's all here. Is there just 2 slides? Yeah, there's just 2 slides. So yeah, cool. They did give things some fun names though. Like there's some fun names for these packs, but that is the content overview. We did everything. Now we're just going to do a quick scroll upwards until we get to the top of the page and then we'll be done. The web event. I have to do a separate video for the web event. I did not know this opened already. This goes until, oh, this is open for the entirety of the patch. So you can do the web event for up until the 19th of September. So that's good. There will be a web event video, and I will put it on my schedule after recording this, or probably when I'm editing this. But the web event, do the web event. Yeah. This is a collaboration event. We already did the Roaring Blessings bit. Free 5-star Lixios login event. We did that. Gutian rerun banner that is still ongoing. Don't pull in the Gutian rerun banner. I love Gutian. I talked about I love my Birdman, but don't pull Gutian right now. Don't do it. Love you, Gutian, but don't do it. Just save at this point. I can't say for certain if I recommend pulling for the like new characters until I do the kit reviews, and we haven't gotten that far yet. But yeah, we'll see. Do I want an Ezio character standee? No, but I want the Cassandra one. I want the Cassandra one. Oh, I'm sorry, Ezio. It's okay. Head pats for Ezio. Thank you for giving me a translation, though. May death provide the peace you sought. Rest in peace. That's Ezio's line. We have the little video. And then we have this part right here. Little kit preview. I have heard a bunch of people making this. Oh, this isn't the kit preview. This is just like the character preview. So he's from the 1490s, and his little Uzumo is a special figure type. So if you're new to Reverse 1999, we have the suitcase, and you basically have 3 characters on field and 1 character waiting in the wings off field. And that character waiting off field sits in the suitcase, and they have a little animal that they show up as. The collaboration characters didn't get little animals. They just got these adorable little figurines, which I think are so cute. Reverse, Blue Epoch, listen to me, please. Release these as merch, because I'm not even into Assassin's Creed like that, and I would buy those little figurines just because they're goofy and stupid looking, and I love them. Leap of Faith, then. I believe that's... Okay, this is the insight art right here. Beautiful. When I talk about insight art, if you're new here, if you level up to Insight 2 in-game, you get a fun new outfit. So, fun fact. God, there's so much. So here's the actual kit preview. Stop that. Go full screen. This is the actual kit preview, which you're not going to do today because I'm going to need like an hour and a half to do the kit review when he releases, and I don't want to do this right now. His passive skill is called the 3 Tenets. Skill 1 is an attack incantation called Work in the Dark. Skill 2 is a counter called Serve the Light, and then his ultimate is called Branding of Faith. And then there's this whole bit here with the weapon system. Like, I don't even want to go into this yet. I don't want to think about this. We'll do it later. It says Ezio can use a wide range of weapons for assassinations, allowing him to synergize well with a variety of team compositions and characters. So we will take a look at that when we actually get in game. It might be worth it to take a look at it now, but I've been recording this video for an hour and this is a lot, and we'll talk about it when we do the kit review, when the patch drops. So this is what I was talking about with the pre-event. In the margins of history that was mentioned yesterday, it mentioned Zeus. This is a pre-event. It's during Cosmic Overture, so that's why you see the Cosmic Overture logo up here, but it is the preview event for the collaboration. It even says here, I think somewhere, no it doesn't, but Assassin's Creed collab, it's hashtagged as that. So this has already started. It goes until the 7th of August, which is the very end of the patch. It's a login event, you get stuff, it is what it is. We then have our garment trailer, which we already kind of looked at. Here's the pictures for Hisabeth, beautiful Medusa inspired garment. Then we have Marcus's beautiful, I don't know if it's, I think because the Liars here is probably inspired by Eurydice, right? Is what I would assume. I think it's probably inspired by Eurydice. That makes sense, right? It's pretty though. I still think it's my favorite. Look at her red nails. That's so cute. And then we have Vila, who is a siren. Pretty. I like it a lot. We will be purchasing. These names mentioned here are also Greek mythology, so. I'm curious what this garment is, because all the tarot card garments do have a real-life tarot card inspiration that they're like modeled after, and I cannot tell you what this one is modeled after, quite frankly. Maybe it's in the video? No, because it'll say like on top sometimes, but it's not saying it here. Yeah, no, I can't find it. Also, is this an advanced garment? It has a skill effect. Hold on. Yeah, they made them fancier. Because I have one of the tarot card garments, I think. Yes, I have one of them. I don't notice Voyager doing anything fancy like that. Euphoria and the PV. We did it. We did the scroll. This one took an hour and 3 minutes on my recording right now. But that's not that bad for all the content we had. I thought I could record a bunch of videos before I left today. No, I think this is the only one, unfortunately. All right, let me go get my money shot. Hold on. Because my throat hurts now. Let me get my money shot. Where is the version art? Did we even get version art? Because it kind of just went immediately into like the new summonable characters. I don't think we got version art. I think I just had to pick a screenshot. We'll end there. I didn't notice the first one that Regulus is making Verdun hold all the apples in her hat too. That's so goofy. I love it. I love them. It's so fun. Regulus just keeps like collecting outfits because this isn't even like an official in-game garment. She's just wearing this. All right, that's it for this video. This was a doozy of a video, but I'm excited for the collaboration, and I feel like we're gonna get some more games to play out of this because I feel like I'm really going to enjoy the collaboration. Just because I feel it seems like it was done very well. Just like outside looking in, it seems like it was done very well, and I appreciate that. If a game collaboration is a good one, it's going to make you want to interact with the original media, and this is doing it. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have everything linked down below so you can check it out yourselves. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. In the comments down below, tell me what you are most excited for without spoiling anything. That includes Assassin's Creed spoilers. I know the games have been out for like years at this point, but just like there's going to be new people coming into Reverse 1999 for the collaboration, there's also going to be new people going over to Assassin's Creed and playing those games for the first time from this collaboration. And if that happens, that means it's a good collaboration. So no spoilers in the comments, but what's everyone excited for? Let me know. I think I might be most excited. I don't even know what I'm most excited for. I think I'm most excited for the Cassandra character story event, just because that's the one that's Greek mythology based and it just seems so fun. Other than that though, the garments, I'm excited for the garments because they're beautiful and I love them. And I have all the characters, which is really fun. So I can get all of them. But as always, I hope everyone is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!